All right, welcome everybody. This is Gun. I want to talk to you today about the Moabites. So, Moab, I work with Moab, and I just want to say those people, they work Confederate to bring down the Israelites. I understand their mindset too. So I'm not going to waste a lot of time on this. For all of you people who are coming to this truth and you're new, hey, we all had to wake up sometime, but you know what? At least you woke up, and you're going to have that trajectory of still waking up, okay? Just like every one of us. All right, so let's get right down to it. We're talking about these people who have these kind of eyes, these Chinese people. Call me racist, call me whatever the fuck you want, but here's the truth. All right, so we're going to start in Genesis 1, okay? Genesis 19:1. Here we go. So it says Sodom's depravity. Okay, now the two angels come to Sodom in the evening, and Lot was sitting in the gate of Sodom. When Lot saw them, he rose and met them, and he bowed himself with his face toward the ground. He said, "Here now, my lords, please turn into your servant's house to spend the night, and wash your feet, and then you may rise early and go on your way." Okay? So Lot basically saw these two angels coming up, and he was like, "Okay, I'm going to put you in my house and for the night, and then you can just go and do your thing." Okay, moving on. Okay, so, and they said, "No, but we will spend the night in the open square." All right, so, but he insisted strongly, so they turned into him and entered his house. Then made them a feast and baked unleavened bread, and they ate. Okay, so let me zoom this in a little bit. So basically the angel said, "Okay, we won't stay outside. We're rolling with you, Lot. You know, you seem like a pretty honest dude." And he made them food, and they started down to eat. Okay. So now before they lay down, the men of the city, the men of Sodom, both old and young, all the people from every quarter surrounded the house. And they called to Lot and said to him, "Where are the men who came to you tonight? Bring them out to us, that we may know them carnally." All right, so look at that. These young and old people in Sodom and Gomorrah, or in Sodom, were saying, "Bring these dudes out here so we can, buck break them maybe." All right, now these are two angels of the Lord. They come down to Lot's house. So these men want to know them carnally. All right, carnally. All right, so moving on, verse 6. So Lot went out to them through the doorway, shut the door behind him, and said, "Please, my brethren, do not do so wickedly. See now, I have two daughters who have known no man. Please let me bring them out to you, and you may do unto them as you wish. Only do nothing to these men, since this is the reason they have come under the shadow of my roof." So basically, these men are homos, and they want to go out here and just rape these dudes. And Lot's like, "Look, I got some women right here, man. You can take them if you want." But these young and old Sodomites, they want the guy. Sick. All right, so keep moving. Verse 9. And they said, "Stand back." Then they said, "The one came in to stay here, and he keeps acting as a judge. Now we will deal worse with you than with them." So they pressed hard against the men of Lot and came near to break the door down. But the men reached out of their hands and pulled Lot into the house with them and shut the door. And they struck the men who were in the doorway of the house with blindness. So the angels just struck these two dudes who in the doorway with blindness all of a sudden. These two angels did, both small and great, so that they became weary trying to find the door. So these angels were like, "Okay, since you're going to come and get us, we're going to, bow, you blind." Okay? They got the power to do that. All right, moving on. So then the men said to Lot, "Have you anyone else here, son-in-law? Your sons, your daughters, and whoever you have in the city, take them out of this place, for we will destroy this place, because the outcry against them has grown great before the face of the Lord." and the Lord has sent us to destroy it. I don't know about you. I don't know about you people. But sometimes us Israelites are so wrapped up in the carnal world, we don't see spiritual signs that are given to us. Okay? So you got to really start to understand this is not a carnal battle. This is a very spiritual battle that we're in right now. This is nothing to do with guns, 50 cal, 60 cals, blowing niggas up. No, this is about our spirituality, our Father, and us waking up and coming back. Okay? So we're moving on. Okay? So the angels are here to destroy Sodom, all right, and Gomorrah. And they're telling Lot, hurry up, pack all your family, and you need to get the hell out of here, okay, because we're going to wax this place. Obviously, Lot must have been the only one, righteous enough to survive that judgment, okay? So moving on, let's go. So Lot went out and spoke to his son-in-law, who had married his daughters, and said, get up, get out of this place, for the Lord will destroy the city. But his son-in-law, he seems to be joking, The son-in-law's like, dude, what are you talking about? You know how Israelites are, man. Right? Stupid, don't want to hear nothing. So when the morning dawned, the angels urged Lot to hurry, saying, arise, take your wife and your 2 daughters who are here, lest you be consumed in the punishment of the city. And while he lingered, the men took hold of his hand, his wife's hand, and his hands of his 2 daughters. And the Lord being merciful to him, and they brought him out and set him aside of the city. So it came to pass, when they had brought them outside, that he said, escape for your life. Do not look behind, nor stay anywhere in plain. Escape to the mountains, lest you be destroyed. Okay, so he's got fair warning. The whole family's got fair warning to split, get out of Dodge. We do not want you to be destroyed. All right, let's roll. Okay. Then Lot said to them, please, no, my lords. Indeed, now your servants has found favor in your sight, and have you increased your mercy, which you have shown by saving my life. But I cannot escape the mountains, lest some evil overtake me and I die. See now, the city is near enough to flee to, and his little one, please let me escape there. Is it not a little one? And my soul shall live? And he said unto him, see, I have favored you concerning these things also, and that I will not overflow the city in which you have spoken. Hurry, escape there, for I cannot do anything until you arrive there. Therefore, the name of the city was called Zor. The sun had risen up on the earth when Lot entered Zor. Then the Lord rained brimstone and fire on Sodom and Gomorrah from the Lord out of the heavens. So he overthrew those cities, all the plain, all the inhabitants, all the cities that grew on the ground. So the Lord just dropped fire on that city. So Lot was a righteous man enough to get saved, or had favor from the Lord to be removed from that city, all his family, right? Okay, so we're moving on. But his wife looked back and behind him, and she became a pillar of salt. Right there. The wife wasn't paying attention. She didn't believe, so she looked back and was punished. And Abraham went early in the morning to the place where he had stood before the Lord. Then he looked toward Sodom and Gomorrah, and toward all the land of plain. And he saw and behold, the smoke of the land which went up like smoke of a furnace. And it came to pass, when Yahawah destroyed the cities of the plain, that Yahawah remembered Abraham, and sent Lot out of the midst of the overthrow, when he overthrew the cities in which Lot had dwelt. Okay, so here we go. You're trying to wonder, why are you talking about Moabites in the story of Lot? Okay, so Lot was in the city of Sodom, okay, and he was pushed out by these 2 angels, all right? And here we go. What was Sodom and Gomorrah known for? Homosexuality. All right. So there's a lot of things that's about to come out of this next part that says in the book King James Versions, chapter 30, the descendants of Lot. Here we go. When Lot went up out of Zor and dwelt in the mountains, and his two daughters were with him. Remember, the mother died because she turned around. So it would have been 4 of them, but now there's only 3 of them. Okay. All right. So now, for he was afraid to dwell in Zor, and he and his 2 daughters dwelt in a cave. Now the firstborn said to the younger, our father is old, and there is no man on earth to come up into us, and as a custom of all the earth. So basically they're saying there ain't no man to have sex with out here. You know, we're living in a cave. It's just you, me, and dad. What's going on here? I ain't having no kid, right? All right, so here we go. All right, so come, let us make our father drink wine, and we will lie with him, and we will preserve his lineage of our father. Okay? Let me repeat that. Let us make our father drink wine, and we will lie with him, that we may preserve the lineage of our father. So they made their father drink wine that night, and the firstborn went in and lay with her father. And he did not know when he lay down or when she arose. Okay, he was pretty toe up, right? Drunk. And it happened the first day. On the next day, the firstborn said to the younger, indeed, I lay with my father last night. Let us make him drink wine tonight also. And you go lie with him, and we may preserve the lineage of our father. Then they made their father drink wine that night also, and the younger arose and lay with him, and he did not know when she lay down or when she arose. So basically, he was passed out. Okay, both nights they drunk him to a passed out state, right? And here we go. Thus, both the daughters of Lot were with the child by their father. Incest. Okay? Incest. The firstborn bore a son and called his name Moab. Okay? Moab. He is the father of the Moabites till this day. Okay? So, moving on. And the younger, she also bore a son, and she called him Ben-Amin. And he is the father of the people of Ammon to this day. All right. So we have Ammon and Moab, or Moab and Ammon. These are the 2 races of Chinese descent, which is Moabite descent, and Ammonite descent, which is the Japanese descent. Okay? Those people are from our lineage through incest. Okay? So, the Lord had made all these nations from us to be put on this earth. Okay? So, I just wanted to make this a real quick lesson about the Moabites, the Chinese, and I hope you follow along to understand that this is a real story, everybody. This is not a fairy tale, okay? So keep your eyes open. Keep looking for your faith to get stronger. Pray every day. Get your Bible out every day, okay? All I got to say is keep your eyes up, and all praise to the Most High. Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakatah.